Okay, so here we are. Take three. All right, we'll give it a minute for some people to jump back in here. Take three it is. Here we go. I hope the people that are doing this, I hope you're getting your jollies off of it. So, unbelievable. You know what, Chris? I actually, I'm pretty sure I know what it is now. Like I said, and it does not surprise me at all. Just children playing games is what it comes down to. So, yes, it's a one-time, Betsy. And if somebody had asked before we got jumped off of here if it was people on SSI or SCD or disability, I don't know. If you filed a tax return with that, I have no idea. So the bill has not passed. It's in the House to be voted on. Okay. Well, I knew that okay. Well, they had said they came to the agreement, so they must have just came to agreement in the Senate, and now it went to the House. Okay. But you're talking about $2 trillion. So we're just going to make up $2 trillion. We're going to print more money and put it out there. We're talking about hyperinflation, a lot of stuff like that. Couples who make under 150,000 a year get money too. Yes, but not as much, I don't think. VR, and thank you very much for that donation. Does it rhyme with Archie's? LOL. Like I said, if you want to talk to me later, Chris, I'll tell you what the deal is. If you want to give me a message later, I'll let you know. But thank you both for that donation. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's if you are an SS, you don't file a tax return. So maybe not. I think that was part of it. You had to file a tax return. Now I could be wrong, but people are going to have to read into it and see what exactly it said. So, but yeah, no, I have a pretty good, like I said, it's interesting stuff. But anyway, so I want to talk about some other stuff today too that, so we'll see what they do. But anyway, putting all this money, let's get into this a little bit more first. Putting all this money into the system, making this money up, if you will, it's going to do hyperinflation. Guys, you got to understand, every day that goes by and people are not working, that they're in shutdown and they're at home, number one, they're not out spending money, number one. Number two, they're not working, so they're not making money. Some people are being paid, that's for sure, okay? And but how long? So if we have a prolonged shelter-in-place thing, now, everybody's talking it's 2 weeks, but what happens if it's much, much longer than that, okay? So, that's what we need to look at and what we need to think about. How long is this thing going to last? How long is it going to take for this virus to continue to go where it's going? So speaking about, I want to talk about New York first, because obviously in the United States, New York is now the epicenter of the virus. When you have grand total in the U.S. now, it's up to 64,675 people with the virus. We are up to 910 people dead and 393 people recovered, okay? New York, out of that 64,000, we have 30,811. So almost half of all the cases in the United States are coming from New York, okay? We had an increase of 5,146 new cases in one day. We're up to 285 dead in New York alone. That's up 75 from yesterday. And now, remember how I kept saying no recovered? That was really weird. All of a sudden, we now have 108 people recovered in New York. Isn't that a miracle? This boom, just like that, 108 people recovered. That's awesome. But out of those 30,811 cases in New York, 17,856 of them are in New York City. So what does that mean? Okay, so what we got to look at too is the numbers. Let's look at the numbers. In the United States, now we're finally up to having tested 400,000 people. All right, 400,000 people out of 330 million people in the U.S. New York City alone, guys, is 8.5 million people. And with it spreading like that in New York City, they really need to amp up testing. I know yesterday they said they tested 75,000 people across the entire U.S. yesterday. All right. So We got 1,000 people in the chat. We're at 240 on the thumbs up, guys. If you have not shot that thumbs up yet, if you would do that, I would appreciate it. And thank you for the support for the channel. Also, if you are not subscribed, please make sure you do subscribe and hit that bell notification as well, so you get all notifications of future things coming up here with the channel. So, and thank you for that ahead of time. So I got to address this because I am always touching my face. It's what I do. I've always touched my face. Okay. And somebody's like, made the comment, oh my God, look at that. He's touching his face all the time. Well, first of all, I'm in my home. Heroic Waffles, love your info. I'm in New Jersey and nervous. Now cases are opened up in the mobile corona service check in my town, worried it will attract the infected. I'm going to talk about something in New Jersey as well, and I understand your concerns completely. Thank you also for that donation as well. I do appreciate it. But we're going to get into New Jersey here in a minute because there's something I wanted to share with you guys. Stephen Kahn, hold on a second. Why is Trump not calling it the Chinese flu now? Just watching his change in wording on things. Can we please stop the dependence on foreign countries? Well, I'm sure he got chastised about it, and he had to change it to be more politically correct, which is ridiculous. You should be able to say whatever you want to say. But again, we know how the world works today. So, it's unbelievable. Miss Woke, New York City. I live 1 block away from Bellevue Hospital in New York City. A makeshift morgue has been set up outside of the hospital. Wow. Thank you very much for that information. That's scary. Prepper Chris 1, do you believe South Korea's info? I do not. Again, I'm going to say this again, guys. All of these countries lie about the numbers. Every single one of them. So whatever the numbers they're saying they're lying. There's a lot more people sick. There's a lot more people dead. I'm going to talk about something real quick, and then I want to get into the New Jersey thing I wanted to share with you guys. A doctor who comes on this channel, okay, he tested a patient. I want you to think about this. He tested a patient and sent the test in to see if this person had the virus, right? He just got the results back, and the patient is negative. Guess how long it took for him to get those results back to find out if this person was positive or not positive? 9 days. That is absolutely ridiculous. 9 days is ridiculous. Should not be happening. Absolutely should not be happening. So, and guess I got to tell you guys, which I think is hysterical. I got called a closet Democrat the other day. So I thought that was very, very funny. So just so you know. I mean, I'm going to tell you what, guys, I can honestly say, if you saw the information that I get from the people that hate me, I mean, we would sit down and we would just have a great laugh together because it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable what people say. It's very, very funny, too, by the way. And I do have to say this as well. When I did my video earlier today, all the people that said cut the corner off and there's your funnel. Yeah, okay. My bad. I'm wrong. I apologize. Mountain Girl, how we doing tonight? Let's see. Don't panic, but stay aware. Have a plan B in place if possible. If you haven't prepared, please do so ASAP. That is very good advice. Always good to have a plan B, C, and D. And thank you very much, Mountain Girl, for that donation as well. I do appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, it's just it's amazing what is going on. Okay, so I want to get back to New York for a second, and then I want to jump into this thing about New Jersey. So Cuomo thinks, according to what they're saying as far as what they believe, they think